Hi. Welcome, Tharp World. I'm Allison Tharp. Everybody, get a cup of instant coffee. If you're wearing lipstick, get it on the edge of it, because today we are going to go on a journey. It's the food theme. It's a month long. Hush, y'all. Hush. Hush, y'all.
Y'all on TV.
I decided to take us on a little adventure. We're going on a road trip on Tharp World today. Let's just dream with me, viewers. Just dream with me. So we're getting into our car. It's a van. Maybe it's a van because there's a lot of us. There's a lot of viewers. Actually, there's more viewers than I thought, and that's why I'm taking you all on an adventure. So last week we had a poll, and just countless people wrote in. Countless. I can't believe how many. I don't even know how many, actually. I lost count. We had a bunch of different kinds of food that I could draw because we had our food theme of this month, and so there were so many different mixed reviews that I just didn't even know where to start. So I just decided we'd go to a diner. We would just make a diner, and we'd have a menu, and we would satisfy everybody because you know, that's what we try to do on Tharp World. We try to give you guys what you want, if we can. So I love diners. I love diners way out in the middle of nowhere. I love road trips, and I love the desert. So I thought we'd all pile into a van. Maybe it's like the Mystery Machine, or, you know, it's like, you know, some kind of an old VW, or maybe something a little more comfortable. But I think that sounds good. And, you know, we're just going along Route 66. Maybe we're going through the Mojave Desert. And I figure we'll end up in Roswell, New Mexico, where all the aliens are, you know, because that's... Oh, it sounds like there's God. I hear the church bells. It's a sign. So we're going to go to New Mexico, and we're going to stop off at a little roadside cafe. And I was thinking earlier, like, what am I going to call this little cafe, you know? You know, who would make the best pie? And I mean, what do you guys want to do? You wanted pizza and pie and tofu and turnips and all kinds of weird stuff. You guys are real strange, you know, who watch my show. So I figured, like, an old lady, like, runs it, and she's a grandma. So I thought I'd call it, like, Grandma's Kitchen Surprises with, you know, breakfast served all day. So that's what, I have started this piece. I started it yesterday. Just a little cafe. Some of you might recognize it. I saw it somewhere in Oakland. I won't tell you where, but it inspired me. And I was like, that's where I want my piece to be. That's where I want my, you know, my cafe to inhabit, to be. So I've already come up with a couple of little, put my outfit together, got my waitress's shoes on, getting into the spirit. And I need you guys to participate. If you want to, you can go onto the website and you can write in. There's all kinds of different things you can say or not say, and give me tips as I'm working, and I will incorporate your ideas into the piece. So let me hold up what I've got so far. We're going to work on a couple of printmaking techniques, not on the press today, but a couple of things that I made up. Maybe I didn't make them up. Maybe I saw them somewhere and forgot. That sometimes happens. But as far as I know, I made them up. And I'll take the credit. Okay, so here it is. This is our little cafe so far. This is all we've got. We've got a couple people sitting in the booth, and then we've got Grandma. This is the owner of the. You know, when I become a real old lady, I hope I can work in a roadside diner. That's my dream. I'm keeping the bar real low so I don't get disappointed. There we go. And then there's some people, some headless people, and these all people are going to be turning into food costume people, because that's the theme of this month. I don't know why. It just is. Okay. So let's see. First, I'm going to show. Well, let's just have a little coffee first of all. We don't need to rush things. We've got a whole hour. Now, you know, the crappy coffee goes with the diner. You couldn't have a nice cup of coffee with this theme. It just doesn't. And if it tastes like soap, even better, and it might, because I just washed it. Okay. So I think pie was one of the requests. And earlier today, you guys, I got here and I was like, I wanted to show you my ideas. Last week, I was like, how do pie people communicate? If they're wearing pie clothing, like pie outfits, how do they speak if they don't speak with words? You know, I think about this stuff. I do. That's just how it goes. So I figure how they speak is the innards of the pie filling, it just comes squishing out onto the other person. So if you're texting, instead of, texting, sending a text, you just like squirt the pie filling onto your friend's pants. And they're like, whoa, hey, that's all right though. Hey, nice to see you too, Sometimes if you're pregnant, you might have a pie baby inside. And then there's like pugs, like my favorite little guys, squishing the pie out all over the place. So I think it's real messy to be a pie person. And I tried to get on the press and create like pie filling, like squishing out, and it was a huge mess. It did not work. It was unsuccessful. It's like a whole afternoon of like sticky messiness. So I think instead of doing that, I'm going to use Plan B, which is a tissue paper technique I use. This is a transfer technique, and I hope that it works today. It may not work, but if not, we can just roll with it, whatever happens. So what I do is, so with your tissue paper, you can take a permanent marker. Opaque ink works the best. Let's scoot this out of the way. And I'm just going to draw a quick piece of pie. Let's make it like cherry pie. Just like a quick piece here. I love Grandma's little roadside diner. Grandma looks crazy behind that. She's just like kind of hanging out back there. So here's some pie. The crust. That just looks so good. And then, okay, so what I'm going to do for the filling is take some of this acrylic ink, and I'm going to put it in like this. I'm going to grab a brush here. Oh, these items too. I'll need a little brayer and a little water. And also, oh, did I forget my, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to run back there and get my self-leveling clear gel, which I forgot. Oh, David, could you get it for me? It's in my studio. It's in a tub. Forgot it. That's the most important ingredient. Otherwise, it doesn't stick to the paper, and then what? Then what? So I'm going to kind of smear this around here. This is going to be a beautiful, intense red, hopefully. And if not, it's going to make this huge bloody splotch, and it's going to make Grandma's roadside diner look like a murder scene, and that's fun too. We'll work with whatever happens, you guys. Like, it's live, I don't know. This is just kind of how I do my art in general. Just kind of just experiment and then just kind of roll with it. I hardly ever make a solid plan of what I'm going to do. I kind of like to be surprised. Got a little water here. Acrylic ink dries really fast, though. Can't let it sit on your brushes. Thank you kindly, dear.
Here we go.
So this is, oh, my favorite, self-leveling clear gel. It's wonderful for transfers, like Xerox transfers, or this technique I'm using. It creates this kind of really thin glaze over the paper, and whatever you put on top, you wait for a second, and I take it off when it's half dry, so this paper doesn't stick. But it's great for transferring. Where are we going to put our pie? Okay. Let's put it right here. Let's make this. This is like a lady in a yellow dress with zebra legs, and I want to make her head the piece of pie. I think once it's on there, we'll draw her face on. That's the plan. So we take our clear gel, and just like frosting, art making is a lot like cooking. You just slap the ingredients on there. So I'm kind of spreading it on there. Just like, you really want to make sure it's pretty thin and even, and kind of guessing where it's going to go. And I've made whole paintings like that, or whole pieces where I just transfer things as the foundation, then kind of draw on top of them. So they come out a little more random than I could have planned, and I like that. I like when the composition sort of surprises me. It's kind of like working on Photoshop. You know, like, I probably waste so much paper experimenting, but it's cool when you can move things around and sort of change how you would have normally done it. Because we get stuck in our patterns and then everything kind of, I mean, at least for me, I get kind of tired of my own ideas all the time. Like, I need some randomness to keep me interested. Okay. So then we take, oh, it's already getting all over the place, y'all. I don't know, I'm talking like Paula Dean today. Okay, so it's dripping and it's awesome, and we're just going to slap it right on. There we go.
Drippy pie.
Oh, this is good. See, look, this is good. This is exactly what I wanted. I want it real messy. And so, I love this acrylic ink. It's so nice and red. And it should, we're going to let it chill for a second. I don't peel this thing off until it's almost dry. Otherwise, it doesn't transfer. And if you wait too long, then the tissue paper doesn't come off. So there's a sweet spot where it's like almost dry. It's cool because it kind of looks invisible. Like she's like a ghost pie lady. And of course, all of these pieces are available for purchase. I already sold the hot dog one. Somebody saw it and was like, I have to have that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm so glad. Because I don't think I have any room in my house for more of these things. I make so many. So now I'm just taking the brayer. I'm not going to go over the red part because that was just like, well, maybe I'll go over a little bit. Squish all over the place. I'll just go over a little bit like that. Oh, cool. Oh, this is good. So we can already see how it's like, she looks like she's like laughing. And all of this pie filling is getting everywhere. Oh, this is really good. So that's exactly what I was trying to get with the press, except with the press there's so much pressure that it was just like leaking everywhere. And it was a terrible mess, and I was like, what am I going to do? It's getting down to the wire. Tharp World is kind of nerve-wracking because it happens every week, and you know, if these experiments don't work out, they just don't work out. But you know, I don't think the world doesn't end or anything. It's just... Okay, so there was pie. What else was there? Somebody wanted broccoli? Someone want broccoli? Okay. I think this guy, he looks like a lonely rider out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe his car broke down. He looks kind of bummed, but he looks like a broccoli fan. So let's give him some broccoli, like maybe just like a little person just like laying down here. Maybe, oh, I know, how about this lady, because we have her legs already. Let's stick her little heels down a little more. Her legs are already there. So let's just put like a broccoli, like floret on top, like right here. That would be perfect. Some more coffee. You know, that instant coffee is not bad. You know, I forgot my paper towels, too. David, can you grab me some paper towels? Thank you, dear. He's so good. Okay, let's draw some broccoli. I just forgot so many things. I got so excited. I was like, I've got my apron and my little shoes, my coffee, and I just forgot all the necessities. Thank you so much for all the necessities. Okay. So I figure this broccoli lady used to be a beauty queen, but now she's, you know, working in this diner, and she's kind of bitter. She's one of those waitresses that's just a little bitter. She's got like a little, you know, everything's a little biting, and she's not all that nice, but she's got great legs. Oh, do you think it's ready yet? Oh, not quite. Not quite. Patience, patience. You can't take the pie out of the oven before it's done. Let's give it another roll. And you know, these are great because if they don't totally transfer, you can draw right on top and, oh, that's good. Almost. You can draw right on top and fill in the blanks, so it just gives a nice foundation of. But this red's going to take a while to dry, so we got to avoid that little area for a bit. Good thing there's these windowsills we can set it out on, or she can just go and cool off in the hot desert sun. I love this, you know, these telephone poles and this idea that the the road just goes off into nowhere. I just think that's great. I love that. So here's a broccoli lady. I think probably maybe she's one of those waitresses they send to so many mixed messages. Oops, it's getting all messy. I gotta get another one. And her skirt is way too short, and that is upsetting this man. He's just like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this. Do I give her a bigger tip? Do I not? Do I say thank you? Do I not? It's confusing for everybody. That poor gentleman, all he wants to do is write a novel. And he's just out in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. So another great thing about this paper is you can figure out where you want to place it. So we're going to see her from behind. Try to think of what broccoli sort of looks like. I think I'm going to need a darker color of green. This is a little too light. Oh, that's better. Little floret sticking out here. And this is going to be backwards, so we've got to keep that in mind when we flip it over. And then this is her behind. And she's wearing the polka dot, little polka dot shorts. And this man's just like kind of confused. He's like, I don't know. I don't even know what this is about. And let's see. Let's make her face right here. Maybe she's turning around. She's turning around to take his order. She's not a friendly lady. She's like, what do you mean you don't know what you want? I gave you 5 minutes to decide. She's pissed off. So when I turn her over, she's actually looking the other way. That's perfect. And she's ignoring him. Let's give her arms too. I feel like adding something to that. Let's get some extra color on here. That looks like little stockings. That's cute. A little hole where her arms can come through. Let's give her interesting hair. I completely forgot. Maybe let's give her some... Oh, I know. Let's give her some red. With that green suit, that green broccoli suit. one of these adorable little desert red haircuts that they only go to one salon to get because there's only one salon for the 100 miles. And they still do these 1960s. There it is. Oh, that's nice. And don't forget the makeup. That nice powder blue. That's nice. Oopsie. This pen wants to hold on to that cap there. Okay. Oh, how's this doing? Oh, this is almost ready. Oh, it is ready. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. So let's set her aside for a second. We'll have to make sure to keep our hands out of this. But this is a great example of what this looks like. And it got the effect that I wanted, where it's just really... Oh, cool. So let's see. So we got our pie transfer, and oh, that's so awesome. I'm so glad it was. Awesome. So with these, after that, you just, if there's holes, you just fill them in. And we'll go through that at the end, kind of touch them up. But I love this. Let's put the broccoli lady on, then we'll give her some personality. Okay. Oh, the broccoli lady's looking good. Let's add some of these little floret thingies with some green acrylic ink. All the viewers came in, they just wrote in, and they just told me what they wanted, which is so wonderful. So next week we only have one more episode of people in food costumes. And since I've already done the diner, we need something even more specific. So don't hesitate to let me know what you guys want to see. I just go into the zone. I just forget where I am. This stuff is just so absorbing. Okay, so there's some. Let's have a little coffee first. That is good. So we'll take our broccoli lady, our mean broccoli waitress with some kind of polka dot panties. I don't know why she's not wearing pants, but it's Roswell, New Mexico, and weirder things have happened, right? Let's just slap the light on her like this. Let's line up her, hopefully line up her legs and her, okay, all right, perfect. Well, kind of. Let's add a little bit more self-leveling gel up here. I don't know what's going to happen when it hits this other paper, but we'll see. All right. So now we can go in and kind of decorate this pie lady. Uh-oh. What's that sound? This is a working studio, but there is somebody making some crazy noises. Let's just give her, oh my goodness. Her little face is pie. And these are all waitresses, and they just look so happy. I think she's a waitress. She seems like she might be pretty friendly. Let's see. It's so fun to create like this environment ahead of time with some perspective. It really gives it some depth. And look at her, just so excited. I love to see the way that looks in the... It's so fun to watch somebody make art, and like watching myself make art in like the screen of is so weird. I've never had that experience before. And it's really cool. I want to see other people make little shows of themselves making art too. So we'll just move this paper out of the way. I don't know how the broccoli lady is going to turn out. And I've got this opaque pen that may be the color pie crust. I'm going to fill this in a little and give it a difference from the background. And smear it a little bit. And this piece could go on forever. There's just so much you could add to it. And to finish it in an hour is going to be tough. It is a, pretty lofty goal. But I know we can get a lot created in this time as we kind of lay the pieces down and then wait for them to dry and peel them and kind of work that way. Oh, I really like her. And it's fun to make them say stuff. I think she's just offering cups of coffee to everybody. That's good. Everybody loves a cup of gross coffee. Out in the middle of the desert. Okay, let's see if the broccoli lady's ready. I might have put too much of this stuff on there. Oh, she's not ready yet. So let's make another one. So we got broccoli, we had pizza, right? Tofu. I can't remember even all the things that people wanted to see. But I'm going to try to include it all in the menu. This is Grandma, and she's, Grandma, what's next? That looks like a piece of tofu or something, like a potato. And then there's this person. Maybe this person is, well, that looks kind of like, well, yeah, maybe it's pizza. Maybe this person has pizza, a pizza head. Let's try this. I can't remember what else there was. Turnips. Is there a turnip person? Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. Oh. Do I have anything in here I want to use for that? No. I think I'll make one. I'll make one since we haven't done that yet. Let's make this one. What does a turnip even look like? It kind of has like a... It kind of looks like an onion, sort of. Does it look like that? What does it look like? What does a turnip look like? Huh. Maybe this kind of looks like garlic. Well, this is, I guess, whoever wanted that, this is kind of the best I can do off from memory, since I don't think I've ever experienced the turnip in my own kitchen. I'm just going to try to guess. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, they have little things on the top there. We just Googled them. Google searched. Oh, there's one that already has a face on it. Cool. It's easy. So they have like these cute little... How much cute? It's really cute. This is better than I could come up with. I like that. That's adorable. She looks a little worried, and she should be worried, because things are not okay in Grandma's kitchen right now. Give her some leaves. And they're kind of purple colored. Let's see. And I happen to have a color like that, I think. Oh, yeah. That too. Perfect. So they're kind of purpley. They have these little lines on them. I've always wanted to go out to Roswell and check that place out. It's supposed to be really weird and cool, and there's some strange roadside attractions that one could witness as well. So I'm going to have to do that probably as a goal or an adventure art project in the future. It'd be really weird if I ran into this place there, that I'd actually drawn it ahead of time. That would be super weird. I think stranger things have happened, though. Oh, okay. We just looked up turnip definition. Root on the end, bulbous, vegetable. That looks very much like what was described. And she's going to be looking down at Grandma like, what are you doing under there? Grandma's crazy. I can't wait to mess with, whatever Grandma's doing in this picture. I can't wait to, this is going to be something it's going to come out so cool. I love the perspective on it. So we're just putting down that gel medium. The great thing about this stuff is it kind of helps to glue the stuff around it down too. I ran this through the press earlier today, and I got all these things on with the press. I collaged them on with wheat paste. Okay. Just a little bit more. See how she's doing. Oh, close. Add a little bit more over here. Oh, that's cool how that happened. So let's give Grandma some pink hair. I love... Wait, no, the background's pink, but we'll give Grandma some pink hair too. I think she's probably owned this cafe since the 50s. She's probably like 100 years old. And she's just a delight. Look at her rosy cheeks. She's so sweet. Let's give her some lipstick too. Grandma always gets ready for work every morning. I think this cafe probably opens for truck drivers and people that are lost along the highway. There we go. That's so sweet. And I'll give her some. Oh, the pie. Someone loves the pie lady. Thank you, viewers. Oh, I can see some. Oh. Someone says the turnips smell really bad. This is all good information because it helps the piece. And I'm going to just make Grandma sing. What's that smell, y'all? Oh, and whenever I have a person with like a mouth open like this, I always like to give them red teeth, and I'm not sure why. But this person's like half a face. It might be the granddaughter. I think this is Granny's little granddaughter, and she's rebellious and she doesn't want to work at the diner. So she just smokes cigarettes, and she's like, Granny, do I have to? Do I have to go and help people? And she's like, Granny's like, I've owned this business longer than generations of people have been alive. Look at Granny. Oh, Granny's so cute. Give her like little polka dot apron. I think I'm going to make her hands like pouring coffee, but we're going to have to make her hands all abstracted because this is kind of weird how this worked out. So let's see. Let's make her. Sometimes it's fun to. She looks really short. So there's. This looks crazy, but Granny said it, whatever. Anything goes. She's like reaching over the. I don't think Granny is like actually tall enough to deal with this restaurant well. So her granddaughter helps out. Granny's always been pretty short. I think that's just all now coming to the surface. Maybe she was on stilts before, I don't know.
Big shoes.
Big shoes. Big shoes. Yes, and when platforms went out of style, Granny was out of luck. Or maybe her back just did not handle it anymore. But she reaches over here and can pour you a cup of coffee. Gross. I'm so glad I know that turnips stink because that makes a lot of sense. Maybe that's why that person's face is so gnarly. Maybe the turnip person is stinking up the whole restaurant and everybody thinks it's something in the kitchen that's cooking. I like this granddaughter. She's really fashionable, but I think she's probably just hanging out in the summertime with her granny. She's kind of a brat. She's only got half a face, and she smokes. I don't know where that. Oh, you know what? The cigarette smoke. You know where it goes? At the top of her head. Oh my God. That is so weird. I want a lighter color gray. Because, oh, that's cool. Where is my gray? Oh, I can use this. Some graphite. I love when people write in. It's so fun. Like, I seriously get all of your messages, everyone, and I can incorporate. Oh, Granny serves pancakes. In fact, I'm going to make a stack of pancakes. Oh my gosh. Look at this daughter. This is what cigarettes. This is nasty. And the granddaughter has the nerve to call the turnip lady stinky. Can you believe that? Granny does serve pancakes all day, breakfast all day, y'all. I think Granny's from the South. And she just came over here, opened her little roadside diner, and loved it so much. She just loves truck drivers. I think Granny flirts with truck drivers relentlessly. So if you're a truck driver and you have a hard time with old ladies flirting with you, don't go to Granny's little roadside special diner. Because she's going to make you uncomfortable, I'm telling you. So let's make some pancakes. Oh, let's first find out if this lady, okay, I think our broccoli waitress lady is, oh, look at that. So our transfer is working. It's transferred, it's coming off. A little bit of the paper stuck, that happens, and it's good, because that means that it works. A lot of her hair work too. And this is cool because it doesn't transfer completely, it just transfers some of it, which is what we want because we can draw the rest in. It gives it a really awesome texture. It doesn't have to totally transfer perfectly. But it did work pretty well. So let's see, we'll get this. Like maybe I want to use green to fill it in. Oh, that's good. So whatever didn't transfer, I can just go right over it. Some of the paper stayed on there, and that's okay too. Where'd my big cream pan go? I don't know. I don't know where it went. That one. Oh, this aqua color works too. Anything kind of close. And this lady is so mean. Like this guy ordered pancakes and he got his pancakes and he's wanting syrup and she's like, we don't have any, sorry. We don't have any syrup. I don't feel like going and getting it. We have jam. I don't know if I'd be nice if I was wearing a broccoli suit either, but this lady is like, they should fire her, but she's been working there since I think maybe probably the 70s. And they just don't bother firing her. She's just been working there so long. So like here's his pancakes. All dry, no syrup. This plate. This fork. He's all ready to eat. Look at how sad he is. I mean, how sad. There's a nice little napkin. There she is. Nope. Some people even wonder if she even works there. She's just all grumpy. Sad. let's see over here how the turnip lady's doing. Granny's pouring coffee. The turnip lady is, uh-oh. This guy's like, what's that smell? I love the look on this person's face. I had to cut them out of this magazine. They're just so expressive. I love it. Okay. Let's see how the turnip lady's doing. Oh, cool. This one transferred pretty quick because we didn't have any acrylic. Oh, cool. We didn't have any acrylic stuff on there. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a really good transfer. That one's really good. So we need to put little indicators that it smells pretty bad in here because of her. What's that smell, y'all? This guy's like, this guy like misses home. He's like, I miss home. So the turnip lady's wearing a cute little romper. Which Granny has since her eyes are going bad, and since she can't see over the counter, has spilled coffee all over it. Nobody ever hassles Granny, though. I think they're kind of scared of her. I think because her husband used to be in the mafia, and she's still got connections. We don't really know exactly what connections they are, but nobody messes with her. And since some people think that Granny's diner is like a drug front or something. Nobody ever asks, though. As far as we know, she's just making up some dry pancakes and entertaining the locals and travelers. With her antics. Oh no, not my romper. It's from H&M. So this is my favorite part, you guys. The part where we add the details. The part that really, the very last part where we finally tie it all together. And it wouldn't be complete without those big gray alien guys. Oh God, they're so funny. Have you guys ever listened to podcasts about people that have been abducted by aliens? It sounds a whole lot like a drunken blackout, the same symptoms. But it's really, really, I just am so interested in that. It's so funny to hear people talk about it. And they're serious, it did happen to them. Or something happened to them. But they wake up with bruises, they don't know where they were, they lost time. They woke up in their bed or they woke up in a field. I don't know about the implant stuff though. There's usually some kind of an implant. I can't say that was. I don't know. It's just some mysteries out there, mysteries of the universe. So this alien's about to come into the diner. I'm sure Granny's entertained plenty of people, plenty of strange folks, aliens included, in her 100+ years on the earth.
Yay, yeehaw, coffee is overrated. Dry pancakes suck. Pancake Man has sour with his eyes.
Whoa, is that something someone wrote in?
Yeah.
Awesome.
He did get dry pancakes at home for sure. Damn you, broccoli lady.
Broccoli Lady's mean. Broccoli Lady's bitter and needs to quit her job. You know, she's not happy, and she hasn't been happy since the 70s. She's time to go. She figured if she couldn't be a famous actress or a beauty queen, then she didn't want nothing at all. So she just gave up on life. It's not fair to take it out on your patrons, you know, but that's just the case sometimes. And that Pancake Man's about to walk out, but he's so hungry he hasn't had a meal in miles and miles. He doesn't want to eat any more beef jerky from the 76, and he's tired of their coffee. This is the best he can do. Let's see. The pie lady, at least she's nice. She's like, coffee, everybody. And let's just give a little more definition to the granddaughter. Teenagers.
Don't get alien abducted, broccoli lady.
Sweet. I just feel like the broccoli lady needs. Oh my gosh! I cannot believe that I forgot one of the touches that I was looking forward. A fly swatter in the broccoli lady's hands. She's just like swatting flies because the restaurant. You know how the desert is. There's roaches. There's flies. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, and it's hot. So she's just got this fly swatter. She should have been a dominatrix. She got into the wrong business. And she just walks around with her little ordering pad and a fly swatter and an angry look on her face. Look at the flies in here. But you know, it's still charming. Let's give the broccoli lady's hair a little more definition. She actually turned out to be my favorite character in the entire performance. She's the most complex character. There's just so much to her. I wonder what her history is, how she ended up there, and why she walks dressed like a broccoli floret. I will just never know. It's almost like she was in a school play or a pageant, or some kind of like a town agricultural celebration, and she just never took off that broccoli suit because that was her day in the sun. That was her 15 minutes. She's like, I was the best broccoli queen. I was the best broccoli queen that they've ever seen, and they didn't give me my credit, or somebody else took her crown. Or somebody else got to be broccoli queen the year after, because that does happen. It is only for a year that you get to be broccoli queen. And she just never got over it. Well, that's just the way it goes. So, what else was there before we ran out of time? There was a couple other foods. There was pizza. Maybe we'll just, oh, you know what? I know what to do. There's a little bit of time left. How about Granny just ordered a pizza for herself because her own food is disgusting, and then it's just like it's on the counter, and that's her lunch. It's not a costume. It's just Granny's lunch. It's probably from Round Table. She's like, I don't eat this crap I make. Are you crazy? She's like, I don't eat it. Granny's so funny. She's like, what are you going to do? You're out in the middle of the desert. Where else are you going to get any food? All you can do is eat at Granny's special little kitchen diner place. That's all there is. Granny's got a corner on the market. I love Granny. She's great. I want her to be my granny. I love her face. She just looks so content, except with the smell. But she doesn't seem all that frustrated with it. Oh, okay. So I just got a special message. There's a show. Before I just got completely sucked into the world, you guys. It just absorbed me. There's a show at the compound right now. It's up. And it's up for another couple of days, coming down on the 23rd. That's this Sunday. And it's a big acrylic painting. It's a group show. I have a couple pieces in it. I have a whole wall of drag queens, prints, etchings, drag queens performing The Wizard of Oz. They're really colorful and really beautiful, really textural, and a lot of my experimenting on the etching press and with different materials. So please come by on the 23rd and see it. There's also an artist talk. And if you happen to miss it, hopefully you won't, it'll be on our compound TV website to see after. But it's always so much fun to see it in person. And then you can interact, you can ask questions. All the things you wanted to know can be answered. Well, maybe. I mean, within reason, don't get crazy. And it's fun. So please come by the Compound Gallery and check out what's going on. It's open many days of week. It's very convenient, lots of parking, and friendly people. So since there's only a couple more minutes, oh my God, I could go on forever. You guys, don't you wish that Tharp World was like 3 or 4 hours long, or maybe even 8 hours long? And you would just watch it the whole time and not do anything else, and like not even go to work. And you just stop working and just watch Tharp World all the time. And just, wouldn't that be the best? It would just be so special. Oh my God, okay, almost there. We got a couple cactuses to draw in. Love them cactuses. If we don't have cactuses, it's not really the desert. Lovely. Got another one over here. Oh no, actually that one got covered up by the pie lady. And I wish we had time too to put the little gingham pattern on the curtains, but those little details will have to come later. So I'll work on it this week, and then next week I'll show you guys the finished. I'll show you guys the finished product. But in the meantime, we'll just kind of fill in some of these parts here, make it look a little bit more complete. This has just turned into a kind of a weird scene. I thought it might, but this got even weirder than I expected. Turnip lady. I'm so glad I found out that turnips stink. Now I will not go and purchase one from the store. I do not want to eat a stinky fruit or vegetable. Maybe when you cook them, they're not so bad, but I think she's probably just right off the shelf of the farmer's market. That's so cute, though. But she's adorable. Granny looks kind of high or something. But who knows? Who knows what Granny's been up to? What Granny does? What does Granny do when the cafe is closed? If the cafe ever does close? Maybe they all have fly swatters. Let's give her a fly swatter too. There's a lot of flies in here. And I love that there's balloons from a week ago. Someone had a birthday and the balloons are still on the ceiling. This place is great. You know, I have a fly swatter tattooed on me because I like them so much. Do you guys want to see it? This guy. Where is he? He's got a fly swatter. I love fly swatters. I don't know. Sometimes those images just seem right. Who knows? It's best not to overthink it, I figure. Otherwise, who knows what it means? I'd rather not know. So we're just doing a little bit of detail work here. And I won't get to fill in the tiles today, but I will do that and show you guys next week. Fill in these little curtains. This place just looks so fun. So we got to go on a little road trip on Tharp World. got to get into a van and just like take off. Thanks for traveling with me, dear viewers, and for dreaming with me. It's just lovely. Just a lovely little escape, you know. And that's pretty much what art's all about. And cooking. It's art cooking. That does look good. The Rolling Stones are playing in the background. That's so nice. It's nice to have music in the very background. I think probably a whole story could be written about this one picture. And maybe one of you will do that. Maybe I'll do it. I love when you guys write in. It's so fun to collaborate with the viewers. I just do like it so much. This is great. Oh, wow. Yep, it's all coming together. Once we add this black, once we get on there and add in the final details, it really just ties it in. And then I get to stand back and look at what happened, because really we made a lot of art in 1 hour. And we experimented with some techniques that I wasn't sure if they were going to come out. But isn't that great when you just don't know what's going to happen? I love that. I mean, I like it when it works. So, of course, like every week on this show, since we've only done a couple of episodes and we're still getting the hang of it, please, if you are interested in doing so, write in and let us know what you want to see. And I think it's just great to make it interactive. I think I hadn't anticipated how much fun that part would be, and it's actually my favorite part, is when I'm making art with people watching and helping me out. I'm also hoping to have some special guests on the show in the future, other artists coming on here and helping me out and collaborating with me. The more the merrier, you know. This is just supposed to be fun, and it is. And it seems like it's even more fun when more people are participating. Okay. I think we're very close to being there. I get to fill in the tiles, but is it close? Is it time? Okay, oh my gosh, time to say goodbye. Another episode is finished. It went by so quick. But I will hold up our final, mostly final project that we have done. Is it good? Can you see it? So, wow, this is a crazy, crazy scene. And we got to imagine, oh my gosh, this lady I think is my favorite, but we can all pick a favorite and we can all go there next time we're stressed out or, wanting to be somewhere else. We'll just go back to Granny's Diner and go crazy in there. Think about aliens and pie and pizza and pancakes with no syrup. Until next time.